Hi everybody, I'm Willie.
I'm Clint.
Hey Clint.
Yeah, hey Willie.
Hey buddy.
And you're watching
Man Up America.
Today, yeah. And who are we sponsored by today?
Well, we ain't got no sponsors as of yet, but I did want to remind everybody that potted meats and little sausages are a viable food source in today's world yet.
I don't think they'll mind if we call them a sponsor because they don't really get a lot of love. So.
I love them.
Me too.
And also, well, we love soft drinks and things that stink. That's the reason we like stuff like dough and heat scent and fire and all that stuff.
Cow patties.
Farts.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. Speaking of farts, that's kind of on our topic today.
Yeah, things that stink.
Well, not all things that stink.
Yeah.
But, you know, out there in the fall of the year, there's a lot of hunters and farmers that's out there in the woods. Maybe out in the fields getting the crops out. Salute.
That's right. Salute.
Now, that's our kind of people. But you're out there in the field.
Real men.
Real men out in the field doing some work.
One more salute.
Salute.
Okay, continue.
Now, there's some real men in other positions. I realize that. There's also some men in some positions that I wouldn't want to be in too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. But anyway, when you're out in the field, a lot of times you ain't got no place to go to the bathroom, especially COVID anymore, because nobody will let you in and go nowhere, so you just got to crap in the woods someplace. Well, that is if you're lucky enough to get close to the woods and you don't shit your pants out in the middle of the field. I've got a lot of experience out there throughout the years. Corrugation is your friend. You can rip it up in small bits. Feed sacks a lot of times have 3 or 4 layers. You know, each layer becomes like 20 to 30 wipes if you do it right. Also, boxes that pop come in, you know, that cardboard is a little more flexible. Pages of a newspaper or a magazine.
Yeah.
Magazines aren't all that great because the pages are slick and they just go like that and don't take nothing out of your crap. Notebook paper, a little bit better. Also, in your cornfields, your most viable resources are going to be your cobs, which will drag right through a crack. You see that? It'll take off the most. It's got all the little holes to grab the poo as it goes through. Grab the poo as it goes through. Say it with me. It grabs the poo as it goes through. That's right. And also, you've got about 1,000,001 of these here corn shucks that drag right through the old crack, and then you toss it, and you bend down, pick up another one, do the same thing. Maybe you're off in the woods. Maybe you can't find any leaves or corn shucks, and you're already in the woods. You can find a stick. Drag that sucker through the old butt crack. You know, you may have to do it a couple of times, but you get you another one. Don't switch ends, or you're going to end up with brown fingers.
Yeah, I don't want that.
And you can't lick them off. You're going to have to find a creek to wash them then. And you're going to smell like poop the rest of the day, even if you wash 10 times in the creek. Maybe you can find you a bunch of towels, old ratty old stuff behind a truck seat or something. Maybe a little grease and mouse, you know, on there, but hey, it beats dragging that old poo around your crack the rest of the day. I believe that's about all we have here in this box. Now, I'd like to carry a little bit of sandpaper. I mean, it doesn't sound real good, but, you know, some sandpaper from your service truck, it can be a lifesaver. You know, it gets a little rough on the crack, but
Here's some right there.
yeah, some sandpaper like that, you know.
What grit do you recommend?
At least 100.
At least 100?
Yeah, 80 gets a little rough. I mean, 80 can remove some ash material, but the 100 is about right. You know, the 180 to 220 is just not really, not grippy enough.
Yeah.
You know, this will have it'll stick to it and drag it on through. And I don't know if I have any more tips other than that. Just be careful out there. Don't wipe with poison ivy.
Yes, that's the most important tip.
If it's got pointy leaves, it might give you the heaves. I don't know how to say it, but it give you the itchy balls. If it's got pointy leaves, it might give you the heaves. All them little bumps come up all over you. You don't want bumps in your ass crack.
Yeah, that's probably the worst place, I bet.
Yeah. Plus, you can't get nobody to put calamine in there for you.
Which one, before we go, which one do you think is the best out of all these we've talked about today?
Oh, I would definitely say that the corn cob itself, the regular old corn cob, since you're going to be out there in the field, is the best. Second best would be the corn shuck. It's such a versatile plant. I mean, you can make feed out of it, you can make cornbread out of it, you can wipe with it, you can burn it in a wood stove, you can make fuel out of it. There's not a more versatile plant in America or in the world probably than corn. You can use every ounce of it.
I know there's one we haven't talked about here yet today, but how about cottonweed?
You mean velvet leaf?
Yeah, either one, yeah.
Well, it's nice and smooth. It's like angel saw. But
Right.
but if you want to take the poop off, you better find yourself a good big 10-foot sunflower. It'll have an easy 10 to 15 leaves on it that are big enough to, really grip and pull through. And if you can't find any of that, sometimes you can find a downed log or a dead tree, crack off some of that dry bark, get you something that's just about right width, depending on the size of your crack. Just drag her right up through there, toss it off in the weeds, and get you another.
Yeah, you don't have to buy any of it.
If you can't find none of that, just drag your hand through your ass crack, and then wash it off in the creek. And actually hang from a tree limb and swish your butt around in the creek and get it cleaned off. Your hand might smell like poop the rest of the day, but at least you ain't gonna be Captain Poop.
In case you're wondering where we learned all this at, we actually got a degree in it. BS.
That's right, poopology.
That's right, yeah. Is there anything else we'd like to discuss before we're done here today?
Not from my part, I'm just saying be careful when you're out there going in the woods, guys, because, well, be careful about how you go, and I think things will go fine.
That's right, I think we've covered everything pretty good today.
You said covered everything.
Covered, yeah.
That's gross.
I think also everybody should comment below on this video and tell us what they use.
Yeah,
right?
like, rate, subscribe. If you got something you want us to talk about, let us know.
That's right, yeah, we'll talk about almost anything.
That's right, even if it makes sense or not.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, yeah.
Yeah, get her done.
What we're doing is talking about real manly stuff.
That's right, stuff that China can't send us. And when China can't supply enough of the toilet paper to go around again, you all will have a heads up on how to supply your own homemade toilet paper from now on.
That's right. Thanks for watching. This is
Man of America.